Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. So this video is long overdue. You guys have requested it. I have had it in the works for quite a few months now, but I finally think I have everything completed to do the video. So today I will be putting my filler cards into the binder and setting up any new pages I need for the latest albums that have recently come out. Once that is all completed, then I can go and do a sorting my photo card video, which is also long overdue as I have a Tupperware case full of photo cards that need to be put away that have been stockpiling since I don't know, February, March. So once I get through all of that, then that video will come out. This video in particular might be a little bit long, so I may have to split it up if I need to, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, without further ado, a lot has changed since my last organization video. As you can see, I have new binders here. I have kind of reorganized how the groups are in the binder. So I can explain as I go along. Other than that, there'll just be a lot of sped through moments with some background music if I have nothing to say. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. This binder here in particular is my boy group binder. This holds the groups that do not fall under JYP, SM Entertainment, or Monsta X has their own binder as well. And of course, my girl group binder is obviously not in the boy group binder. So yeah, as you can see, the first group here is ASTRO. So what I've done, I've taken the liberty of creating cover pages for each group. Here is what the ASTRO one looks like. I collect Moonbin and Jinjin. So this was super fun to make. I made it using the website called Canva. They have a bunch of templates you can use. I reworked a template so it can look how I wanted it to. Found the pictures off of Google, put them in, printed them out using cardstock through Staples. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So go ahead and pop in the cover page here. So that will be there. And then I have my filler cards that I'm going to put here. So let's see. This one's the middle one. So what I've done, or what I do, is I put these black sleeves. You get them at any trading card game store, or you can buy them online. They are Ultra Pro, probably won't focus, but that's what the sticker says. Plain black, that way, because the filler cards are white on the back, I don't want that, so I go ahead and put the black to cover that. So yeah, this will be the first mini album page of Spring Up. This is ASTRO. I don't think I need too much explanation. Moving on to Summer Vibe. Let's go ahead and grab some stuff. Here is the filler. I think it's this way. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and pop that in. And I will go ahead and speed up the rest of this, as it's just going to get repetitive. So let's do that now. Okay, so I'm going to show you this page. This page is for Rise Up. Because of the amount of cards that come in the album, I do not need to create a separate filler image, as this fits nicely on the page. So we'll move on. All Light is also done to fit the pages, so we'll move on as well. Blue Flame here is complete, fits nicely. And then here. So here was their special anniversary single, and I did create some fillers for this page. So we'll go ahead and pop these in as well. Okay, so as you can see, I don't have the photo cards yet. They're all coming in the mail at the moment. So once those arrive, I will have this page completed, actually. So yeah, that's super exciting. So we'll move on. So this is just a special page that I'm going to fill with non-album cards for Moonbin in particular. But before this page, I'm going to put their latest album. I'm going to set that up right now. It's going to be super quick and easy, as each album comes with 4 cards per, this album comes with 4 cards per member. So all I need to do was create an album image, pop that in the middle. I'll have Jinjin and Moonbin. So that is that page. And that brings us to the end of ASTRO there. And up here we have ATEEZ, as this is going in alphabetical order. So I went and created, again, another cover page. I collect Yuno and Wooooooo. So we'll pop that in. And I have actually nothing for ATEEZ right now, as I've already did all the fillers and stuff for this album. Or sorry, for their albums. All right, so we're on to the next artist. This is the BOYZ. So technically, if you get rid of they come next. Depending on how you guys like to alphabetize your own stuff, this is how I like to do it. So I created the cover page. I will be collecting Seungyeon and Eric from the BOYZ. And right now I only have their latest album page, as I am collecting their backlist currently. So we're going to go ahead and set up those pages. So I'm going to put a few of these guys. I may need more, I may need less, we'll see. Okay, so we're going to start with the first album, which is this one here. Based on the number of cards that come in the album per member, I only need to create this, and I'll fill around that. Their second mini album comes with less cards, or more cards. We'll see. So I think this is how I was going to do it. So because Seungyeon's older, we'll go with that one. And then I have 3 filler images here. Is this how it goes? Yeah. So I'll pop that into the bottom. Okay, and I'll fill his cards here. And the next page will be for Eric. Yeah, so this card comes with a lot. Sorry, this album comes with a lot of cards, so I had to split up the members. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so that will be Eric's page. And then we'll move on to the next album. I think it's the Sphere. If I'm wrong, I will change the order another time. Okay. All right, so there'll be enough cards to fill there for both members. And then the next album is the Only. Let me just figure out. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Perfect. Again, I'll fill the top with their cards. And it looks like I'll need some more. 9 pocket sleeves. All right. So Eric. Sungyeon. That is this page. And one more. This page only requires the album image. And then finally, their latest album just needs the album image. So that is that for the boys. And then the next on the list, as you can see here, there is an art print that I got for Christmas for my favorite BTS member, and that is Taehyung. So I went and created a cover page for him. So we'll go ahead and pop that in here. There we go. And as you can see, I have the page set up, but not fully. I did start my BTS collection with Love Yourself Her, but I decided to go back in time and do the previous albums as well. So I do have a few need to set up. I'm not setting up all of them today, but we will work on that in the future. And if I am wrong about the order of the albums, I do apologize. I know you guys will correct me. Just be nice about it. Okay, so that is it for BTS that I have so far. I will be collecting all their backlist, so bear with me on this collection. But for now, this is completely designed the way I want it to. So we'll move on to the next group, which is CIX. And for CIX, I created a cover page for Hyunsuk, and he is a member that I collect. So go ahead and pop that in. This binder's already getting super full. All right. So we'll start with the first mini album here. There's only 2 cards per member, so I had to create. A lot of fillers for this. All right, so that page is done. And then for this one here, I'm just going to put a filler in the bottom. Don't think I need that. I am covering up a card. I'm covering up some cards back here. And I'll show you them in a second. This album came with a lot of things. So as you see, Hyunsuk is complete, but the album also came with 2 group cards, and then this is from their season's greetings, so I decided to put that there as well. But yes, that is that. And then we have one more group to squeeze in here, and that is a new group, CRAVITY. I will be collecting Alan, so we'll go ahead and pop that in there. And I'll create the page for the cards. There are 3 photo cards per member for this album, so they will go in the middle here. So I created fillers for the top and the bottom. Okay, so that is the page for CRAVITY's first mini album, and that will complete this binder here. So it is stacked to the max. We'll put that aside, and I will move on to the second half of my board group binder. Bear with me. Okay, so this is the second one. It's not as thick, but it may get thicker, who knows? So we'll go ahead and open it up. So before we get to ONEUS, there are a couple groups that are going to come before that, alphabetically. They are new groups I decided to collect this year. So we'll start with the first one. And it is Dakubi. And I'll be collecting Junso. So we'll go ahead and pop that in. And they have 2 mini albums so far. So I will go ahead and put 2 of these. Okay, so that is it for that group B. So we'll move on to another new group from this year, and that is MCND. So I created a title page for BIC, or BIC, however you want to pronounce it. So pop that in, and they only have one release so far. Makes this easier. One page. And let's set this one up. Okay, so this album comes with 3 photo cards, so those will go in the middle. And we'll move on to, finally, ONEUS. They come next. We'll go ahead and pop in Lito's cover page here. And this is their first mini album, so we'll go ahead and grab the fillers for that. Okay, so that completes ONEUS. All the pages are now decorated the way I want, and we're going to move on. Before we get to VERIVERY, there is a group that goes in between, and I have decided to collect them as well. So we have ONLYONEOF, and I collect member Junji, so we'll go ahead and pop his thing here. And I'm going to set up their first 2 mini albums. Okay, so that is it for ONLYONEOF. And I do realize as I was doing this that I have the albums mixed up. So we'll go ahead and do that. Those are the images from the first album. These are the images from the second. I don't know if I have that in the correct order. It looks correct, but I could be wrong. I'll fix it if it's not. But yes, that is it for ONLYONEOF. And we're moving on. There is another group to input right before VERIVERY. And that is TOO, or TOO. So they are a brand new boy group. They are competing on Road to Kingdom with a bunch of these other boys. And they're doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy for them. So I will be collecting member Kyungho. We'll pop that in. And they only have one album, so we're just going to set up the one page. Let's do that now. Okay, so there will be 3 cards that will go there, and that is done. And so we have made it finally to VERIVERY. I collect member Yono, so I created his page. And we will go ahead and start filling this in with the fillers. Okay, so we're moving on to the last group in this binder. And by all means, it's not my least favorite group. It just happens to be the last alpha, like the V, the last one, whatever, however you want to pronounce, or however you want to say that. Anyway, so I collect Hochan, and that will go in there first. And the only thing I have to do for VICTON, as I have already done all these albums, is create their latest one, which is coming out in a few days. So before this special Hochan page, I will put that in. So it'll be really easy. There are 3 photo cards, I believe, 1 from each album. And then there is the MMT photo cards that they're doing. So, of course, I ordered the MMT albums already, so I can get that special card. Okay, so that will go there. And then the last group here is X1. Unfortunately, it will probably remain incomplete. I don't know what I'm going to put here. We'll see what happens. But as I'm looking at this page, I do realize that I forgot to do a group somewhere over here. So if we just flip back real quick, comes before O. And it comes before M. Okay, so I did not have time to create a title page, so I'm just going to do the actual 9 pocket here, and it is for group H and D. This is the Hangul and Doyeon unit. They are from the same company, and after X1 disbanded, they are performing in a unit before their official debut with their group later this year. So I did buy the first album because Hangul is one of my ultimate bias. So let's go ahead and create this page here. Actually, this is going to go down here. I'm only collecting Hangul's cards and the unit cards. So there are 6 solo cards and 6 unit cards. So they're going to be on 2 different pages. Or I'll put them on 3 solos, 3 units. We'll see how that goes as my collection continues. But right now I don't have too many cards regardless. It's very hard to trade right now for them. But yeah, I digress. Okay, so that is it for H&D, and that also completes this binder. So I think I'm going to end this video here as it's already probably like 40 minutes long, and I apologize for that. But thank you guys for sticking with me. I will put timestamps down in the comments if you guys want to jump over to the groups of your choice, or if you want to watch the whole thing. Hopefully it's a little satisfying to watch. The next video I'll be posting will probably be the girl group one. That one will be a really short one. And then I will do the SM, Monsta X, and JYP binders in a separate video. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yes, thank you for watching. That was my organizing my filler cards into my boy group binders. Yeah, guys, I will just see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.